Welcome, my dear listeners. Stay with me to get the spoilers first and subscribe to the channel. Let's find out what's going to happen on The Young and the Restless. Sienna says she is having Noah's baby. What the real Young and the Restless spoilers say about Matt's next move, which will surprise you. The spoiler headline that is going around is meant to hit hard. Sienna says she is pregnant with Noah's child and Matt's final choice is shocking. Fans of The Young and the Restless can get really upset when they hear a rumor like that. It has two of soap opera's most popular plot twists: a pregnancy reveal and a villain who is never as finished as he seems. The verified spoiler trail, on the other hand, is a little more complicated than the headline makes it sound. The news reports makes it clear that Sienna is very connected to Matt Clark's dangerous return, that her relationship with Noah has already caused trouble, and that Matt has been threatening, manipulating, and kidnapping people in ways that keep everyone in the Newman orbit on edge. That matters because the real story is already exciting enough without needing to force a confirmation that the show hasn't clearly given yet. Michael Fairman's preview from January said that Matt had kept Sienna hostage in a motel room and then moved her to a new place with Annie's help. Sienna fought back in that same preview and hit Matt in the lips, drawing blood. He told her, "You drew first blood, but I will draw the last." That is not the story of someone who just sits back and watches. It's about a woman who is already fighting to stay alive against a dangerous ex. The rumor about Sienna being pregnant seems real because their relationship has already been written about in a way that shows danger and consequences. Later, Soap Hop said that Sienna was a woman who still had things to do with Matt and that her past still haunts her while Matt is still a threat on the canvas. The same coverage also says that Matt is Sienna's ex-husband and that is his reign of terror started again after she cheated on him with Noah. In soap opera terms, that's the kind of situation that can lead to a pregnancy reveal, a paternity crisis, or a tough decision about who gets to know the truth. Noah's side of the story is just as full. The current spoilers and soap central style talk have kept him tied to Sienna in a way that makes their romance seem weak even when the chemistry is there. IMDb's spoiler summary said that fans were keeping a close eye on Noah Newman and Sienna Buckle because their relationship had become a source of doubt and tension. Other spoiler coverage said that Matt put Sharon and Noah in danger by sending them a fake message. That means Noah is already in a story full of lies, which makes any pregnancy reveal feel less like a calm revelation and more like a grenade rolling across the floor. The way current reports talk about Sienna's real role is a strongest proof that the headline is only partly true. Tamara Baron hinted that Sienna might be the one to take down Matt, according to Soap Hop's April 1 commentary. That is a very different story from Sienna announces a baby and Matt makes a shocking final decision. But it does show that Sienna is not a side character in this mess. She is a woman with enough history, anger, and power to help bring Matt down. The show would probably use her pregnancy as a way to get to her in that bigger fight. Fans are probably linking the pregnancy rumor to Matt's final decisions. Because of this, the last thing the bad guy does in the soap opera is usually when he realizes that the person he thought was weak has one last card to play. Matt wouldn't just hear about a baby if Sienna told Noah she was pregnant. He would hear a threat to his power. He has already spent months trying to control the people around him. The current spoiler trail shows that he is using kidnapping, fake identities, and manipulation to keep everyone on edge. He might have to make an unexpected choice if he gets pregnant, not because he's suddenly weak, but because he knows the story is slipping away from him. That would fit with how Matt has acted in the past. Soap Hop reminded readers that Matt's past is already dark and twisted, with a drug problem and a corrupt detective. The same commentary says that his old secrets are what make him so dangerous now, even though everyone thinks the threat should be over. In other words, Matt doesn't act like a man who has only one reason for doing something. He acts like someone whose whole life is based on secrets, which is exactly the kind of person who would make a shocking, unexpected choice when they find out they're pregnant. And that's what makes the surprising final decision part of the headline so good. We already know that Matt is willing to do anything to keep people off balance. He took Sienna, threatened her, and moved her to a different place. He has also used fear to keep the Newman side from seeing all the pieces at once. If a pregnancy were added to this story, his reaction could go in any number of directions. Revenge, blackmail, panic, or a quick tactical retreat if he realizes that a baby changes the stakes. The spoiler trail doesn't say which path he takes, but it does support the idea that his next move will be surprising. The current April storylines make things even more unstable. Matt's game has caught Nick, Adam has been trying to save him, and Sharon and Noah have been caught in a Vegas trap. One summary said that Matt told Adam that Nick was dead, while another said that Matt said that Nick died from taking too many drugs. The point isn't that the date is real, the point is that Matt is using the idea of date as a weapon. In a story like that, finding out about a pregnancy can be another weapon, especially if it can show who has been lying and who has been hiding the truth. That's why the Sienna and Noah angle is so important right now. The show has already made it clear that Sienna is more than just a woman Matt is punishing. She has her own goals and her own pain. The article on Soap Hub on April 1 made it clear that she is the ex-wife who knows too much and that her unfinished business with Matt could be what brings him down. If she said she was pregnant with Noah's child, it would have a huge emotional effect because it would change her from a victim survivor to the person who has the one thing Matt cannot fully control, that's soap gold. It would also explain why the headline final decision sounds so dramatic. Matt's choice wouldn't just be about a relationship. It would be about how much trouble he can still cause before the walls close in. The most likely things that will happen based on the actual spoilers are that he either doubles down on control or does something to protect himself when he realizes things have gotten too big. A pregnancy could make him do something unexpected because it would change his power. Matt hates it when he loses power. If he cannot control the story, he might choose to run away from it, expose it, or destroy it. The spoilers back that kind of change. There is also another problem. Some of the news coverage lately has hinted that Sienna may not be as on the same page with Matt as he thinks she is. The April 1st article from Soap Hub said she might be the one to take him down, which makes the pregnancy rumor much more interesting. What if the pregnancy announcement isn't just about Noah and Sienna making plans for the future? What if this is what finally makes Sienna break up with Matt? That would mean that the surprising decision was less about Matt punishing someone and more about him losing the fight he thought he had already won. That kind of twist fits perfectly with the story so far. Matt has already proven that he can kidnap, lie, and use other people's fears against them. At the same time, Sienna has fought back against him enough to know how he works, has enough history with him, and is emotionally involved with Noah enough for a pregnancy twist to feel like it could really happen. The problem is that the verified spoilers don't go far enough to confirm the exact scenario in the headline. That means the most honest way to read this is that the pregnancy rumor is just a guess based on a very real and very dangerous story, not a confirmed plot point. That's probably why fans are so interested. The rumor isn't crazy because it came out of nowhere. It's crazy because it fits in so well with the covers that's already on the screen. Sienna, Noah, Matt, Sharon, Adam, and Nick all are going through a story with fake identities, kidnapped friends, and loyalties that can change quickly. A pregnancy reveal wouldn't seem like a random twist in that setting. It would feel like the next piece in the puzzle, and only thing that needs to be done is verification. So what can we say for sure? Sienna and Matt have a long, complicated history. Noah is stuck in the middle of that history. Matt is still a big danger, and the current spoiler trail says he is dangerous enough that any new information like a pregnancy, paternity, betrayal, or change of alliance could make him make a choice that no one expects. If the show has Sienna say she's pregnant with Noah's child, it would fit the story's emotional tone perfectly. But as of now, the only sources that can be trusted say that it is still a rumor based on a real and very explosive arc. Here's what makes the story so powerful. It's not about whether a baby is coming, it's about who finally loses control when the truth hits. Because if Sienna Buckle really flips the script, then everything Matt Clark built starts to crack, and that's when dangerous people become unpredictable. And honestly, that's the part that should worry everyone, because Matt isn't scary when he's winning, he's terrifying when he's concerned. I personally think the show is setting up something bigger than a pregnancy twist, something more than psychological, where Sienna stops reacting and starts playing the game better than him. And if that happens, then Noah Newman isn't just caught in the middle anymore. He becomes the emotional trigger that could either save Sienna or destroy what's left of her. But here's the real question. What if the baby rumor isn't about a child at all? What if it's a distraction hiding a much darker move? And what if Matt already knows more than anyone thinks and is just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back? Because soaps don't explode when secrets come out. They explode when the wrong person controls the secret. So now I am curious what you think. Do you believe Sienna is really about to change the game, or is she walking straight into Matt's final trap? And if a shocking twist is coming, who do you think pays the biggest prize in the end? Something tells me the next move won't just surprise us, it's going to shift the entire balance of power in a way no one sees coming. So keep watching closely, because the quiet moments right now feel way to come, and in this story, calm never lasts.